You are going to hear that DECA is either the best cycle of somebody's life or the worst thing that ever happened to them. Here's why 19 NORs are such wild cards and why I recommend starting with NPP if it's your first exposure. So unlike other compounds that are interacting with your androgen receptors, this also impacts your progesterone receptors. It's going to alter your neurotransmitters, and it's going to convert to DHN, which can then in turn block DHT interaction and the rest of your body. The very first thing I think is important to acknowledge is that your estradiol is going to increase. No, not at the same rate as testosterone, but it still does aromatize. So many people do not account for this, especially if a clinic is just handing it out like candy and they're not doing follow-up labs. This is usually the primary driver behind DECA or the erectile dysfunction that we see. So while your joints feel really good, which again is probably from the synovial fluid from the increase in estrogen, you may feel emotionally flat, more emotional in general, or potentially sexually repressed with reduced libido. The progesterone effects themselves are going to be very hard to predict. This is going to be dependent on your own dopamine activity, how much testosterone you're taking, how much DECA you're taking, your own estrogen levels, your PR sensitivity, as well as density. And because of the long ester, if you do have issues, this can take many weeks to clear your system before you feel side effect free. Now, this isn't going to be widely available to everyone because, again, this is not a prescribable compound, but we can utilize the exact same hormone with a much shorter ester. Nandrolone phenylpropionate, or NPP, is the exact same hormone with that short ester. So if it is a disaster, you can get it out of your system quick. Faster in, faster out, better control. 19 NORs can be really cool, and I personally don't like them as a primary or even secondary driver for anabolism. I'm usually only going to implement them in more advanced athletes when we're looking into polypharma. Just remember, they are unpredictable. Speak with your spouses, the people you live with, trace your biofeedback, and begin with NPP if it's an option.